Hello class, this is teacher Gilbert Yalo, and I wanted us to learn about something here, the divisibility test. Okay, how do we know a certain number is divisible by this number? Okay, this divisibility test will help you in how quick you can usually calculate the divisions, okay, in mathematics. Now, how do you know a number is divisible by 2? A number is divisible by 2 basically when it's an even, when or if it's an even number. So any even number, you know the even numbers? Any number that ends with 2, 4, 6, 8, or 0, that is an even number. So any even number is divisible by 2. Now, the divisibility test of 3, okay? A number is divisible by 3 if the sum of its digit is divisible by 3, okay? A number is divisible by 3 if the sum of its digits is divisible by 3, okay? Now, how do we know this, okay? 3, basically 3. 3 is divisible by 3, okay? Now, let's go further to big numbers, okay? 12. Now, what did we say about the test for the divisibility test of 3? If the sum of its digits. Now, 12, how do we know that? If we had 1 plus 2, what do you get? 3. And 3 is divisible by 3. What's our next number? 15. Is 15 divisible by 3? Let's test it. If you add 1 plus 5, what do you get? 6. And 6 is divisible by 3. 18. Is 18 divisible by 3? Yes. How do you know that? When you add 1 plus 8, what does it give us? 9. Is 9 divisible by 3? Yes. Let's go further to a bigger number. Let's say 321. Is 321 divisible by 3? Let's add the sum of its digits. So if we had 3 plus 2 plus 1, what does it give us? 6. So this basically means that 321 is divisible by 3. Let's find another number. 3, 4, 1. And which other can we add another number? 1, okay? Is 3,401, 411 divisible by 3? Let's add the sum of its digits. 3 plus 4 plus 1 plus 1. So 4 plus 3 is 7. 7 plus 1 is 8. 8 plus 1 is 9. So this number 3,411 is divisible by 3. Let's move to our next number. The divisibility test for 4. A number is divisible by 4. Remember that if, okay, the last 2 digits is divisible by 4 or are 0, okay? A number is divisible by 4 if the last 2 digits is divisible by 4 or is 0, okay? So when we find a number 324, is 324 divisible by 4? Yes, because the last 2 digits are basically divisible by 4, because we know when you divide 24 by 4, what do you get? 6, okay? So this number here is divisible by 4. When you have a number 4,305, 0, 0, is this number here divisible by 4? Yes, because the last 2 digits are what? 0, okay? So we must remember the divisibility test of 4 is if the last 2 digits is divisible by 4 or is 0. Now, Let's move to the next number. Divisibility test of 5. Any number that ends with 5 or 0. Any number that ends with 5 or 0 is divisible by 5. Okay? Let's move to our next number, 6. The divisibility test of 6. We'll say that, okay? Let's move to the next number, 9. A number is divisible by 9, okay? When or if the sum of its digits is divisible by either 3 or 9, okay? A number is divisible by 9 when the sum of its digits is either divisible by 3 or 9, okay? Now, divisibility test of 10 basically is any number that ends with 0 is divisible by 10. Any number that ends with 0 is divisible by 10. So class, that's basically the test for divisibilities for our lesson today. Thank you.